Okay, we're back with a Fox News alert. Former President Joe Biden is now reportedly undergoing radiation therapy for his aggressive prostate cancer diagnosis. The treatment is expected to last 5 weeks, and we will keep you posted on this story, and our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
I want to get to some news that just came out today with President Biden. His spokesperson said that he is going to now start doing radiation for his prostate cancer. Have you talked to him about it?
I called him earlier.
How's he doing?
I have not talked to him. I just left him a message after I heard the news. I was otherwise on the event at the event. I think Joe Biden is a fighter, and that is what I told him and left him a message. He's a fighter.
Oh, hell. You just can't make this up. They had to walk this heifer out on MSNBC. But what did we expect on MSNBC and Kamala Harris? What did we expect? And then gave another word salad. Told you from the beginning he's a fighter, and he's gonna fight this. He's gonna fight it. He's a fighter, and he's gonna fight it. He's a fight. They need to. I'm telling you, they need to let this heifer need to breathe in a walkie-talkie. Y'all need to pull that walkie-talkie out and let that heifer blow in it. I smell clear and dark on this heifer's breath. I smell it. I smell it through the screen. Yeah, I tell you, you can't make this up. You know, he's a fighter. He's gonna fight this thing. And our prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. She's so full of it. She don't care about Biden. I'm just being real. She's so full of it. They ought to walk this heifer out on set. I'm just saying. You can't make this up. You know, 107 days. 107 days. And she didn't expose it all. I tell you, man. We dodged not a bullet, a nuclear missile with this right here. You know. We dodged a nuclear missile. Thank God for President Trump. Everything happens for a reason.
And he's going to fight this. And we're going to hold him up and pray for his recovery and for his strength and for his family.
You write about him a lot in the book. Have you talked to him about the book?
Yes.
Yeah. What'd he say?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on. You know, it's just you and I.
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, President, thank you so much for coming up.
You're welcome.
We appreciate
Thank you.
it.
She don't want to tell. She don't want to tell what Biden said to her, huh? Yeah. Yeah. We know why Biden didn't pick up the phone. Yeah, probably everything he going through right now. Yeah, she'd be the last person I'll talk to. I don't blame you, Joe. Joe, I don't blame you. You know, I don't blame you, Joe. I don't blame you, Granddaddy. She'd be the last one I talk to. I'll let it go. I'll let it ring. Let it sit there and ring. Let it ring. Leave a voicemail. Yeah, he probably ain't even heard the voicemail. Well, what's going on, family? I hope everybody that's tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy, that you are having a great start to a new week. Happy Monday, family. You know, your boy Rick gonna come on here and keep it real, man. Call it out for what it is. A lot of big wins today. You know, and even trending worldwide today is thank God for President Trump. Peace through strength. Prayers for peace. A lot is happening. Democrats even praising President Trump. What a day it's been. You know, but we do have some news coming in of Joe Biden undergoing radiation therapy for the cancer. And I want to read this out from Benny. I seen this, and a lot of people flocked to this one right here and gave it a like and a reshare. And it says, I said a prayer for Joe Biden at church today. I pray that whatever days God has for Joe are painless and full. There are things far there are things far bigger than politics. Yes, indeed, man. That was huge right there. And y'all know Benny, he meant that from the heart. And many others and many other conservatives, MAGA, and we said a prayer when we first heard the news of Joe Biden having cancer. I know we've been nasty. We've made jokes. We've seen the man fall down, go the opposite direction. Didn't know who the hell was running the country for the last 4 years. But we put politics aside, and we said a prayer for Joe Biden, for his health, for his well-being. And I feel like, that's no matter what side you're on, and that's why we took it so hard with the Charlie Kirk and everything. We for the man's opinions and beliefs, but he didn't advocate to be shot down like that, to be shut down like that, and that's what makes us human, man. Agree to disagree, but this is what they want, honestly. Left versus right, all the violence. And we've seen how violent the left has gotten. The gaslighting, the fear mongering, the same things on the fake news media, the same things that come out their mouth, the same propaganda, the same threat. Democracy's under attack. People are disappearing. They're at the schools, they're at the churches. Trump dictator, wannabe dictator. Hitler, the same stuff. And it only goes so far until, somebody wants to be a hero or feel like they need to do something about it or snap, and the Trump derangement syndrome in this country it's far gone. Trump derangement syndrome is eating people alive. People don't even make sense anymore. You can't talk to them. It's the feelings. People are just, are blow up on you. Man, we can't even be human beings anymore in this country. It's gotten so bad with Trump derangement syndrome. And that's just real, But a lot of big wins are happening. And I wanted to bring you guys this update. And again, we're just going to say a prayer for Biden, man. And, and I also want to send my prayers and love to the ones out there as well that are going through something right now. That are, maybe going through something with their health or something in the family, a relationship. You never know what people are going through. Somebody just trying to make it through, trying to survive, probably searching for a new opportunity, a new job opening, trying to get back on their feet. I wanted to send my love and prayers to you. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're liberal, Democrat, Republican, conservative. I don't care. Independent. I don't care if you believe in this or that. I don't care if you believe in the boogeyman. Hey, so be it. But I want to tell you that I love you and I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. But before we get out of here, we're going to end the video, the show off with this update. And also want to end it off with this right here. It says, I think the Democrat Party officially died today. The contrast between Trump and Biden is so stark. There can be no logical justification to ever vote Democrat again. Trump just sort of solidified himself as the greatest leader in world history. The veil has been lifted. It says, generations from now, this will be remembered as the moment that everything began to change. Like the USA right now, it will be the golden age of Israel and the golden age of the Middle East. President Trump. And as y'all know, he said that literally a couple of hours ago, after the peace deal going into effect and the hostages being released. And here we are, What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section, but check this out and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.
This live look right here, or actually this video coming in from a short time ago, as you see Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff speaking with those IDF troops. I also do want to take you out to some breaking news that we are covering here at this hour. This involves former President Joe Biden. Former President Biden receiving radiation and hormone therapy as part of a new phase of treating the aggressive form of prostate cancer that he was diagnosed with after leaving office. That is according to a spokesperson for Biden who spoke on this a bit earlier. Quote, as part of a treatment plan for prostate cancer, President Biden is currently undergoing radiation therapy and hormone treatment. That is according to Biden aide Kelly Scully. The 82-year-old left office in January after he had dropped his bid for re-election 6 months earlier after a disastrous debate against Republican Donald Trump and concerns about Biden's age, health, and mental fitness. Trump did defeat Democrat Kamala Harris, who was Biden's vice president in the election in November. In May, Biden's post-presidential office announced that he had been diagnosed with prostate cancer and that it spread to his bone. The discovery came after he reported urinary symptoms, according to his spokesperson. Prostate cancers are graded for aggressiveness using what's known as the Gleason score. The scores range from 6 to 10, with 8, 9, and 10 prostate cancers behaving more aggressively. Biden's office said his score was 9, suggesting that his cancer is among the most aggressive. Last month, Biden had surgery to remove skin cancer lesions from his forehead. Again, a spokesperson for former President Joe Biden saying that he's receiving radiation and hormone therapy as part of that new phase of treating that aggressive form of prostate cancer that he was diagnosed with a bit earlier. That is according to a spokesperson, Kelly Scully. As we get more information on this, we will, of course, release it to you here on Live Now from Fox. Right now, we do want to head to a